Do you think AI will completely replace some of the junior level programmers, or do you think it'll just be used more so as like a co-pilot to assist programmers and other white collar
Yeah.
workers as well?
Well, you're going to get a spectrum of things and it's going to evolve over time, of course, right? So I've been using both Copilot. Copilot is directly in coding editor, it's part
Hmm.
of GitHub. I've been using that for about the last year and a half, and ChatGPT. The combination, Copilot is like if you type really good descriptive comments in your code,
Hmm.
it will fill in some stuff, and a lot of times it's right. And you can think of it as a very enthusiastic novice programmer who's read every line of code in the world, but isn't necessarily a good programmer. So it will enthusiastically give you suggestions. Hey, you said line drawing algorithm. Here you go, buddy. Is this good? And you gotta go, hold on, let me check that. So for a senior programmer, I think it's awesome. I would easily say it is up my productivity 30%, if not more, right?
Wow. Okay.
For a novice programmer, an entry level programmer, it's the worst tool you could possibly have
Oh wow.
because it will spew out hundreds of lines of code, which may be total crap. And you don't know the difference, right? Because you haven't had 30 years of experience to say, oh, yeah, you missed the boundary condition on this thing right here. You'll just, well, the computer said, here's the code, compile. Well, it compiled. I guess it's right, right? That's where it's dangerous right now because there's no validation of what it generates. It just says, hey, here you go. I looked at places where they were doing line drawing and it looked like this 90% of the time. So here you go. Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, hey
So
man. I mean, I know some people are of the mindset like if the code works and it compiles and it executes, like we don't ask questions how or why.
yeah,
We
and
just
that's
celebrate that it works.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine writing the code to fly an airplane based on that?
Yeah, autonomous driving code written by AI, purely by AI or by junior devs just solely relying on AI, that could be
Yeah.
pretty dangerous.
It can be pretty dangerous. So you have to, over time, get sophisticated enough as engineering managers to say, all right, I'm going to use these AI tools, but I also
Yeah.
need my senior programmers to be teaching. And I need, at the same time, to have validation systems, not just test systems, but validation systems that confirm that what they're writing conforms to the spec of what we were trying to create in the first place, right? You
Hmm.
need to change how your engineering works, basically, because you're removing human validation from the process. And that leaves you with a mechanical system that doesn't know what it's doing. It works,
Yeah.
meaning it'll compile, but that doesn't mean it does what you intend it to do.